What's going on, Sha?
Mwah. You know, I just getting things done. Just getting things done.
Amen.
You know, because we both have things coming up that we gotta get shit done for,
Real
and
talk.
and I have been making many lists of the things that I need to get done, and then I've been misplacing all of the lists, which would upset me, except sometimes I'm just standing in a space in the middle of the room or in the corner of a room, just spinning around going, "What was I going to do?" And I look down and there's a list and I'm like, "Well, let's see what's on this one." And I do 2 things off of each list, which is fine because I'm really only writing down, like, the same 9 things over and over. So I am chipping away at a master list, it's just splintered. Um,
It's real memento, like, by the way, Sha.
it's yeah, there's a reason why that was the only Christopher Nolan movie I watched until, like, a year ago. And then when I watched the other Christopher Nolan movie, I was like, "Well, this one's like Memento." Just with a bomb. And so I'm like, I don't need to watch any of the others.
I seen all these.
I got it. He put it all in the thesis. Why, we don't need to keep going. And that is why I am not a film buff. Because I feel like you nailed it. You got it first try, or at least I see what your deal is.
Yeah.
So anywho, so that's what's going on now. My place is in disarray, but it will be put back together as I do things on the lists. I just have
Okay.
to locate the various lists.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. How
I,
about
I
you?
I feel both of those sentiments. I one, I am going through my list of things to do to prep.
Mhm.
I have a few different things going on work wise, family trip, and trying to figure out the logistics of managing all of that, paying
Mhm.
for all those things, making sure the house runs. Um, and I equally have lost several lists. I have decided that that's how things get done. Like if I lose a list, and when I'm rewriting the new list, if there's less things, that means those things weren't meant to get done. So like, real talk. Like if you can't make it to 2 lists, you were you ever on the list? You know what I
Right.
mean? You know what I mean? Like you couldn't have been that big of a thing if like I couldn't remember you.
Right.
So I'm going by that system.
Mhm.
And then the disarray thing I feel right now because normally because I'm pretty like I don't uh I don't do a lot of like rearranging. Like once I set a room, it's the way it's set.
Oh, set it and forget it. I
Yeah.
which is my mom used to rearrange the furniture constantly. She
Yo.
loved rearranging things and redecorating and all that kind of stuff, and that's lovely. But when I put something in its place, the weight of that and the feet of the furniture is gonna wear down to the bedrock. I'm not moving nothing until I have signed a new lease elsewhere. So
Real talk. Shop. My office is the way it's been since we've had it.
right.
Like straight up. So like I don't touch stuff, and I'm pretty good about like putting everything back where it goes so that it's the same way.
Mhm.
The last like 4 weeks, I've had so many extra things that like I've caught myself being like, all right, I'm gonna put it here for now. I'm gonna get back to that. And it's caught up to where like today I came in, I was like, yo, this is insane. Like nothing, I can't stress how like the only clean part of this like office is the shop. Like if I zoom out a little bit, it's madness. Like I just hit something going like this. You understand?
Okay,
Like
alright,
there
mhm,
is no space, and I know it's a quick fix, but I have to decide to do it. And I
right,
can't say that if I go through my list, this should be high on the list.
right,
But mentally, it's messing me up that
sure.
like I might have to do this before the other stuff. And like Gabby's gonna be like, yo, you ain't get your passport, but you was cleaning books in your room or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and valid. But I
Yeah.
won't be able to do that until this. So I see this happening soon. But yeah, we dealing, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
I do feel that the disarray will lead to all everything being done.
Mm.
I find that like I uh I need to vacation from the prep of vacation usually.
Okay. Okay.
Like I guess like leading into the vacation, there's so much to do that I don't know if I would be more relaxed if I just never had one coming, you
That's
know?
interesting. Yeah, I see that. I understand that because I am definitely stressed. And it is not like my norm. I don't think it's like my normal stressors, although maybe it is. It's just a low level like, "Oh, I gotta get these things done." And part of me is like, you're not even going someplace where if you don't bring that, you'll never be able to get it. Bitch, you go into Atlanta. They got Targets in Atlanta. What are you doing? So I have that flip. And so I'm constantly like, oh, I better get this. And I'm like, you don't, girl, you can get that there. And
Like
what may happen is that something else is gonna fall on the list of, "Oh, you can get it there." And it'll be like you said, "Oh, I can just get a passport there in Atlanta while I'm there." What are you doing? Like
right, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So, like, something important will actually where I'm like, "Well, I brought all the lotions I wanted to bring. Where are my glasses?" You know, or I forgot to pack under like, just things like that. All I have are bottoms, no tops. Where are all my shirts? So so that is my concern, and, I truly hate to bring this up, but I bring it up for a reason because I want you to still double and triple check. You know what it is. You already know what it is.
What's going on?
What am I always talking about? 3 to 4 times a year.
Mercury? No.
Yeah, baby.
You for real?
Yep.
She back now? Oh my goodness. Yo.
So, don't like, make sure you've got what you have, which I think you probably have a fairly good handle on.
Okay.
Um, but this is a family thing.
Yeah.
Make sure the littles got what they need to have.
Cause like I'm gonna tell you, I think I don't know if I mentioned this the last like I know we touched a little bit on this vacation.
Mhm.
Um I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it. I have like some work stuff that like
Oh,
might
right.
keep me from going. If I go, I am a little bit like nervous because of the dynamic. Cause we're going to Costa Rica. We're gonna
Mhm.
go to Gabby's country and see her fam, and I think that's beautiful. I loved it last year. My kids got to do that with my parents, and now we're gonna go with my in-laws. We're gonna see some of her family, and then do a little bit of time in the resort. I think that's
Mhm.
dope. In theory, it sounds beautiful, right? You know what
You
I mean?
hit that theory so hard.
Real talk,
In theory, it's
real
gonna be
talk.
great.
And I know, and to be clear, I love all of my in-laws. Individually, get along with all of them.
Mhm.
I've noticed that, and I don't know if it's my in-laws' fault so much as this is how men work.
Mm,
But when groups of family get together, one man thinks he's head man,
right.
and I would not be head man here out
Mhm.
of respect.
Sure.
But that's like a lot of days of me not being head man that
Okay.
I'm not used to anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Alright.
even with my dad, like he's gotten to a place where he's like, he still thinks he's head man, but like
Right.
I ain't gonna start a fight over this. You want to be head man for this today? Cool. And like we kind of go back and forth.
Right.
I don't got that playful dynamic with my father-in-law. You know what I mean? Where like
Yes.
he kind of knows to do that. I think he's gonna innately assume that, oh, this is my daughter and her fam. So I'm like the head in charge.
Mhm.
And I'm cool with that overall. And like, are we going to dinner? Yeah, he could have the title today.
Right.
But like, what is that? 240 hours of not being the decision maker in my family.
Mhm.
Uh and also knowing that I can't, like, uh I have very little in my favor, to be clear. I speak Spanish, but I don't speak that Spanish. I'm
Right.
not in my country, I'm in his country. I don't drive stick shift, like that. So there's like a lot of reasons why he should be. So yeah, I I don't know if I'm ready for 10 days of that.
I mean, it sounds to me like you're going to get to check out. I don't see what the problem is.
So the issue, I don't know. There's
I'm gonna say it's a family man thing.
yeah. I don't know how to describe it. And
I
I love the dude. I appreciate
I get
what
it.
he's
I
done.
get it.
Clearly I respect his ability to lead a family,
Mhm.
right? I am a member of his fam. I married his daughter. His sons my friends. Like, those are my people.
Mhm.
But it feels weird to like not have that. And to your point, it is less stress.
Well, okay, but you do have, um oh, what an interesting, discussion about patriarchy. Okay, so but
Like, I like, for example, like, there's moments when like I know I would have done something different,
Mhm.
and I can't say that it would have been better,
Right.
but I know it would have gotten a different result that I would have wanted.
Mhm.
And if but I also know that within that I make mistakes. And
Right.
I have to be okay with his mistakes now,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Yes, I understand that, yes. Um, so this is super interesting because, um, it's all right, well, first off, you still have your family,
Right?
right, that you are, with regard to this discussion, kind of in charge of,
Right.
right? Um, but you know when to defer to your wife.
Oh yeah, and when I say this, I do assume Gabby and I are equal. Like,
Right. Yes.
yeah, that's the given.
So
Yes.
right, right. So if it I feel like perhaps a mental game that you can play is not so much like, "Oh, we gotta do what he says," it as, "Let me this is Gabby's thing, let me follow her lead." Do
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because there may be something that her father may make a decision, or whoever head man is may make a decision, and you may instinctually just go, "No," but you're like, "Oh, I'm in his home. Look to see what Gabby's doing."
Right.
If Gabby is like, "Uh-uh," then it's like, "Okay." You know what I mean? You guys
Yeah.
are some more simpatico than that, so you may not even have to do that because you guys understand each other well enough that she can deal with it and have your family's concerns at heart in the same way, in a similar way that you would.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So you may actually be okay. And then also, um, I don't know, boss around your own kids when no one else is looking. You could do that. You've got the whole resort time
Yeah,
to
that
be
that's
to
what I'm
be
leaning on.
comically I'm in charge because as we all know, Gabby is truly the one in charge, which is
100%.
why this is so funny because this would give whoever is going to be the head man his shot at being the head man when I'm listening to you and I'm like, I don't really know this dynamic because there were more women than men on one side, and then, the other men were like, "No one's listening to you." You know what I mean? Like, you're not you're kinda not really in charge,
So
but
yeah, like,
it's cute. So, like, so may not even, like, really watch the dynamic, though. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I
like, really observe it. Because I mean, yes, he absolutely will be in charge, but you see who's pulling his strings.
yeah. Now Bernie, like his missus Dev does that. She's dope.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's the same here.
Mhm.
I like I've always viewed like I don't know who's who necessarily in each day, but
Mhm.
like when my kids ask, I'll say like CEO, COO, or like Jordan and Phil Jackson. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like there's times when like, yeah, like Jordan might get the credit because he playing, but
Mhm.
Phil Jackson coaching. You know what I mean? And
Right.
vice versa. So I'm like, so like when I'm explaining that to my kids, I was like, depending on where you are, one of us is playing, the
Mhm.
other one has a strategy. You know what I
Got it.
mean? And we talk it
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? So like it ain't I can't give more credit to one or the other because
Yeah,
neither
yeah,
one of
yeah.
them could win without the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So
yeah,
you
like
may
I view it that way with me and her.
Mhm. So you may just have to lean on her a little bit more.
Okay.
You may have to be more player than she is while she's more strategy or vice versa, but she may have to in this situation, she may have to just, like, be the one that everyone's reporting to
Okay.
because this is her world. In the
Okay.
way that if you really think back on your trip last year to
Right.
DR, I bet that kinda is what was happening there too.
Sure.
Only everyone yeah,
So
and it
like like little thing, for example, last year, part of what was interesting last year is because it felt a little bit like a passing of the baton from my dad.
Mhm.
Like it was genuinely like the first time when he was like, I'm gonna let you like you running it. You know what I mean? He
Right.
still took charge when it was like, yo, we really, really in DR right now. Like you don't know this. But
Right.
overall, the trip, like I ran point.
Mhm.
And it's subtle things that to be clear, the more I think about it, you are right. I shouldn't want these things.
You
But
should
like,
not. Nope.
but I know that like it's part of the role
Mhm.
of being the father.
Right.
And so, like, for example, when we go out to dinner, I assume I'm supposed to pay,
Okay.
right? Because I'm the provider of this
Mhm.
crew.
Right.
But I also know he would insist on paying.
Sure.
And now with my dad, I know that we've gotten to a place now where he's like, yeah, you can pay it. Like, I get it.
Mhm.
He'll still fight me on it, but he'll like accept the L.
Right.
I don't think,
It's more of a dance. It's
right,
more of a dance
exact.
than a struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, all right, we'll do this, you know what I mean? And he'll still win some and I'll let him have it because I know you
Mhm.
need that too.
Right.
But like, I don't think I think he still wants all of them over there.
Right. Right.
So like, and I don't know if I could like, if I could take it, because then it's like, am I offending him? By the same token, I feel like I got to put up a little bit of a fight because I'm also representing the fact that like
Family, yeah, that I
I'm
you
taking
take
care
care
of
of
your
your
fam.
daughter. Right. Yes,
Yeah, like,
yes,
you
yes.
know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
like I could mentally do that gymnastics for one dinner. Like, cool. But I gotta do this for 10 days. Like
Okay.
that's
All
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like it's a lot of those little internal battles of like
Yeah.
what's the right amount of pull push that I gotta give here to let him know that I respect you, but also your daughter made a good choice.
Mhm.
And also like I could do this if you need me to, but I don't want to take it from you. You know, it's
Right.
all of that in my head while being like, haha, yo, smile for the picture. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of politicking. There are a lot of dynamics at play, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Um,
haven't done this before. That's why, like, usually, we've done like I said, like dinners, maybe a day, and also, Gabby is one of 5 siblings, so
mhm,
normally, like, I got the buffer
right,
of like other in-laws and other kids with their shit. So my shit is like minimal with hit.
right.
But now I'm the only in-law and the only kid of theirs
Ooh,
going. So like
ooh.
I feel like it's intensified.
Yeah, a little bit, a little
Uh,
bit. Okay, well, huh. I mean, I still, I think, that, I think there are my understanding is there are lots of conversations that happen on pillows at the end of the day.
right, right.
So, that might be where you guys work out your strategy.
Yeah, no, for sure. What
Yeah.
I'm assuming is that I'm gonna talk with Gabby.
Mhm.
Gabby's gonna be like, I get it. I know my dad too. He's
Mhm.
dope, but yes,
Right.
she's gonna remind me, you guys are far more similar than you realize.
Ugh, well, which really I don't know if that
Yeah. And
I
I'm like,
mean,
that's not gonna
yeah,
help.
that's why you're thinking this
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you
That's why we here. You know what I mean? I'm over here like I'm doing like war strategy over here for
Right,
vacation.
yes.
Uh
Yeah.
she's gonna be like chill. And then if there any awkward moment, she'll like pull aside her mom and
Mhm.
then they'll have a pillow talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it'll be ongoing. Then we'll have like a weird day where like we'll both be like out insisting that the other could drive. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Shit like
Mhm.
that's gonna happen. It'll be fun. Um, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of those combos. But like if I get like weirdly like into like explaining something to Aiden, it's just me trying to reestablish authority.
Yes. Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And I mean, hopefully, your kids are, um, old enough and astute enough to see what's happening. Even if it's not fully clicking at the time, it will. In a
Yeah.
few years, they'll be able to go, "Oh, I see. I think I see what was going on there." Um, but where they're just like, "All right, we'll just let dad have this 'cause"
Bro,
Yeah.
I've been telling them to let grandpa run point. I was like, yo, like grandpa is gonna be in his bag for a couple days. You know what I mean? If he say something and you hear it, do it. And if you disagree, let him like you could ask a question or two, but come to me and your mom after. If
Right.
you're like really like unsure about what was going on.
Yeah, don't press them.
Yeah,
Come
don't
to
press him.
us.
Real
Yeah.
talk. It's his first time back home with you guys ever. He's excited.
Mhm.
He gonna be in his bag. Let him have it.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You went through
Yeah.
this last year with mine. It's gonna be the same kind of energy, different country, still dope. Enjoy it. Ask questions about shits that you know. You know what I mean? Point out frogs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Go from there.
I hope every time there's a tense moment during this trip, one of your kids is like, "Hey, look, a frog." I hope that's what happens. That
Oh man.
now there's escape frog or something that that's gonna carry the weight of all the rough moments in this vacation.
Yo, low key, it's not a bad idea to just have spare frogs.
I mean, just
Real talk.
in your bag,
Yeah,
just
yo, just try. Oh, look at the frogs, yo.
yeah, just don't bring any of them back because that'll change our whole ecosystem. But yeah, no, definitely. Once you get there, find a few frogs, keep them with you, throw them on the table when you got to.
Real
It's a
talk,
it's a
yo.
draw four. That's a wild card.
Real talk, yo, low key. That's solid advice right there, yo. Real talk. We stumbled on something special there,
I
Steph.
think so. I think so.
Let's get into the news.
Okay.
The- I I had this, I saw it happen, and yet everyone shared it with me, and I get it. The
Wait,
astronomer
hold on.
CEO.
Okay, let me see what the Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this.
Yes, indeed.
And should we talk about Colbert?
Yeah. Yo,
All
real
right.
talk. I didn't have that on, but that hurt.
Oh boy.
That
It's
hurt, man.
it's real rough. Let's talk about this one first.
Yeah, the astronomer CEO, Andy
Yeah.
Byron, resigned officially after the Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal. Company confirmed the statement. That's right. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron has tendered his resignation 3 days after he was seen in a loving embrace with the head of the company's HR department. As stated previously, astronomers committed to the values and culture that have guided us
Oh
since our
god.
founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. And recently, that standard was not met, said the company statement. Andy Byron has tendered his resignation, and the board of directors has accepted. The board will begin a search for our next chief executive as co founder and chief product officer Pete DeJoy continues to serve as interim CEO. That's right. I love this. For
Okay.
anyone uninformed somehow,
Yeah, yeah, you break down how I'd like to hear you break it down.
so this is what I saw happening, I guess. on Twitter, pictures and video of this, I would say mid-50s white couple
Mhm.
at a Coldplay concert started
Mhm.
trending because they were at the Coldplay concert, and the singer of Coldplay, Coldplay himself, I don't know much about Coldplay, Super
Okay.
Coldplay, Main Cold, whatever the main singer of Coldplay is,
Chris
that
Martin.
dude, Chris Brown.
Chris Martin. I don't wanna
Oh,
yeah, I absolutely I will fill in the blanks, your Coldplay blanks.
real talk. I've had beef with Chris Martin for years, by the way. I'll mention this later.
Oh,
Uh,
great. See? Great.
didn't even realize this was the same. This is the guy. But
Oh,
yes,
wow. Okay.
uh, so yeah, the couple was shown on the kiss cam and instantly went from loving embrace to shock and fear. Then the guy literally ducks under the like banner area where they're at so that no one can see him. She covers her face in embarrassment, turns away, and a third friend of theirs, a co-worker, starts laughing at the situation. Turns out all three of them work for the same company, Astronomer. He's the CEO, she's the COO and the of HR, and the other lady just got promoted. They are not a couple. Couldn't tell that from the kiss cam. You know what I mean? And all hell ensued essentially. Everyone online started like looking on their LinkedIn pages, finding out who they were, found out their names, found out the CEO Andy Byron is married, found his wife's page, shared the video to his wife. Wife went from uh not knowing that her husband was cheating to knowing the husband was cheating to dropping her last name on her Facebook profile to deleting all her socials in about 8 hours. So this dude's whole marriage fell apart because he spent like $1,000 on really good Coldplay tickets. Um, yeah, we saw that happen. All because this is a huge win for Twitter, by the way. Threads, yeah, I gotta step your game up again. X was all on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watched this dude's whole family fall apart, and a company's leadership structure fall apart. In about, I would say, 4 hours, 4 to 8 hours in that ballpark.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
in a business day.
Real talk, yo.
They
Like,
were destroyed in a business day, by end of business.
like low key astronomer. Like, y'all should mention that. Like I know it's not what you do, but the execution. Like,
Well, okay, I gotta jump in here. First of all, if anyone was wondering, what song in the Coldplay catalog deserves a kiss cam? Good
mm,
question. Apparently, they do what they call the Jumbotron song, where they pick out people in the audience and put it on their big, screens, and they, improv like, Chris Martin makes up lyrics about whoever is up on the screen.
okay,
So, it wasn't even like a quick, um you know how they do, a kiss cam at a, say, a basketball game, where you just show it and everyone looks and they react and that kinda thing. There's actual interaction of sorts
right.
with the band and whoever is up there, right?
Ah,
So, I'm assuming the cameraman found a very loving couple in
okay.
one of the, like, boxes, like
Real
like, in
talk.
one of the nice boxes of wherever it was they were playing. They were in Boston, I guess.
Yup, yup.
Um, and they're just, like an age appropriate couple, all hugged up, appearing to be very in love. And, uh, and then they freaked out on being on the kiss. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. They freaked out. The dude ducked away. Like, I thought he just jumped over the side.
Real talk.
And the woman just had her back to it, and then their friend is just there laughing at him. So that doesn't look guilty at all. But on top of that, because it's interactive, like, Chris Martin's like, "What's going on? Why y'all running?" You know? Like,
Y'all cheating or something? What's going
yeah,
on?
"What's happening?" Oh my goodness.
Real
And,
talk.
yeah, so he's just messy. Chris Martin is so messy, which is so funny. Um, Secondly, uh, what happened with the guy, I mean, who's to say if this is really gonna break up their marriage? I feel like he probably makes the kind of money where I don't think his wife removed her name and then everything, to because she's like, "I'm gonna leave this guy." It was probably so that she doesn't get doxxed or
Mm,
anything like that. Like, real talk, I feel like there are so many couples with arrangements and
right.
understandings that, and I feel like she probably is like, "Well, just don't get caught on a kiss cam or some shit." And he couldn't even do that, you know?
Real talk,
So I
man.
bet that was more of the discussion than, "What? How could you?" We have this real weird America has this real weird, like, um, view of just like, "Ooh, you're in trouble." Like, we hear that all the time while we are also out doing terrible things.
Oh
And I mean,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, thrilled to see it happen. Um, and also not really into I'm pretty into monogamy.
Real talk.
So I'm not really like, "Yeah, cheat if you want." I'm just saying it's come to my attention through my dealings with people that folks just do this all the time and that
Right.
others tolerate it, and I don't get it. That's why I'm just gonna stay in my basement apartment. So, um, but the other thing, the most important thing is, hey, man, HR worked the way it was supposed to work.
Mm,
In that, first, HR is always gonna look out for the company.
word.
So in her own way, that's what she was doing. And 2, you can't, be in, like, in relations with someone with one of your charges. So if someone works under you, it is discouraged to date
Ah,
someone that you are in charge of. And that means if you stock the shelves in a Barnes and Noble, you stock self-help, and then there's a self-help lead who's in charge of the whole they can't date.
yo.
I When I teach comedy classes, I cannot date any of my students.
Right, right.
All of that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, if you scale that up, the CEO can't really date the head of HR. So,
Yo.
when that happens, what they do is they get rid of the person who should know better, who's the person who's more in charge, who in this case happened to be the CEO. So
Yo.
so this is what it would look like in the back of house, front of house, top of house.
Fair,
This
fair.
is how this would play
Real
out.
talk.
So I was like, when I found out, I was like, okay, I see that the HR lady still got a job though.
Yo.
Because the supervisor ain't supposed to be dating anybody under him. I see
Yo.
it. I read a lot of askamanager.org, which is just people sending in like questions about working in office relations, and this woman answers them, and I read that while I'm at work on the clock all the time. And
Yo.
it's fascinating. And that is one thing that I'm like, "Oh yeah, HR is not there to help you out. They're there to help out the
The
company."
company.
And what's
Yeah.
best for the company is to not have a guy who's willing to sleep with someone who is underneath him. It's not the married part isn't that's what America's freaking out about. Oh, he's married. And I'm like, there was a whole show called Cheaters. So calm down, America. It's not that. It's not that he's married. It's that she was beneath them.
Right.
Also, it was real
Yo.
nice to see an age appropriate couple in every way. They
That's
appeared to
beautiful.
be close to the same age, and they were the correct age for a Coldplay concert.
You know what? You brought me. This is wholesome now at this
Yeah,
point. You're right.
it was
Real
really
talk.
what a wholesome way to wreck a home.
Real talk. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
beautiful.
you know what I mean? No one's trying to be what they're not. They are just 2 Coldplay fans. I ain't mad at them.
Bro, if they would have met on like a blog or something, it would have been different.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
honestly, I guess that's how the apps are supposed to work. But they don't
Yeah.
app, they just who knows? But I mean, like, that's apps that's for sure how that's supposed to go down. That's literally like that makes sense for someone like if I was in a relationship and we were caught and it turns out we had been cheating and we were caught like at like I don't know what, a De La concert, you know?
Right.
Whereas if that happened and it was at Tyler, someone would be like, "Now why that old lady at Tyler?" Which is fair, although I did see him a second time a couple of days ago. Real good show. But anywho, but yeah, it would make sense. Like, of course this old lady's going to see De La. And
As she should.
yeah,
Yeah.
she should. That's right
Yeah.
where she should be.
Good
You
for her.
know, there are lots of, you know, broken home, crazy relationships happening at Rock the Bells. That's how it should be.
I love this. You turned me around on this. Yo, because initially I was like, yo, this HR lady like is messed up. You know, she set this dude up.
No.
But no.
No, don't get me wrong. HR women, and apologies to anyone out there who's an HR lady, but HR ladies are, they really are literally the tattletales of any company. They're so they're so weird and snitchy and by the book, which is
Yo.
how they're able to go out. And I'm painting with a broad brush, but also the summer after high school, I worked at the bank that my father worked at. They had this program of like you could have employees there could have their kids work there for a summer.
Okay.
And so I did that after I graduated high school, and they place you just a random place. You just can't work in the same department that your parent works in.
Okay.
Um, and my dad was the auditor, was the bank auditor, and so they put me in what was called at the time personnel, HR. Before it became human resources, it was personnel, and I didn't know nothing about offices. So when I came home for my first day, I told my parents, I was like, "They put me in personnel," and my mom was like, "Oh, no, that why they put you in personnel? That's some bullshit." I will never forget her oversized
Oh, that's awesome.
reaction, and I was like, "What's wrong with personnel?" And then when I was, like a month in, when I was calling, uh, various department stores to find out the name of palazzo pants because the woman in charge of personnel didn't like them, she thought it was, "You should just wear a skirt, so no palazzo." She wanted to make a whole new addition to the dress code of no palazzo pants because that's cheating the system or some shit like that. I was like, "Oh, I see. I see why my mom was like, this is some bullshit."
I get it. I
I
get
get
it.
it. I get it now.
Yo,
So,
there's no reality show on HR people.
no, because they would never allow
Yo,
No,
I need
no.
that level of messy on TV.
I
That's
mean,
beautiful.
just when you watch reality, when you see try to pick out who the HR lady is of any reality
This.
show.
Oh,
That's a fun game, I think.
I
But
like this.
yeah, like, and I'm sorry to HR women, or people with that aura, but that's
Y-
kinda like how you are.
Yeah.
That's how you have to that's what you have to do in order to have that position.
Can HR people be messy with people not from their job? Like, I'd
Oh,
love
yeah,
to
I
hear.
think HR people are maybe the messiest because
Yeah.
they are so strapped into keeping an eye on everything else and making sure everything else at work is by the book and all that kind of stuff that once they're away from the book, forget about it.
You know what? Sha doesn't like y'all, but I love y'all. HR ladies. If you out there listening, I will take you out to dinner. I want to hear stories. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
no,
Let me know. Your choice. You know what I mean? I'll have water. I'll give you all the drinks you want. We go to
yeah, you
some place for
definitely
like a
have to get them
5 hour
drunk
happy hour.
because they're not gonna trust you at first.
I mean, all I'm looking. I will never say names. I'm just looking for stuff to joke about on stage. I'm telling you transparently. You know what I mean?
Nah, you just gotta befriend if you want to. Befriend, I mean, and you may be able to befriend an HR lady and it may not stick with you, but HR, The HR lady aura is yucky.
Mm.
It's yucky. As someone who has, not necessarily run afoul in a bad way, but I'm not a big fan of, dress codes.
Ah.
I do what I can to make it, but I've definitely encountered some people who were very, like, um, "You're unprofessional, that's not how you're supposed to do that, you shouldn't wear this, blah, blah, blah," and it's not necessarily that I shouldn't wear it because I have everything that I'm supposed to,
Right.
they just didn't like the ease of me wearing it or the comfort. They're just like, "You shouldn't wear that." And the emphasis is on you
Real talk.
and
Yeah.
not like, You shouldn't wear that." It's
Uh-huh.
not the that, it's the you. And so there's a lot of shit like that where you're like, "Ugh, give me a break."
Nah, I get
So
it.
so
Every
I don't
time I
like
dealt
it.
with HR, they was trying to get me to be a witness to get somebody fired.
See?
Real talk.
Snitch, real
Straight up.
tattletale energy.
They're like, "Yo, you saw this?" I was like, "What? I saw what?" Yeah, I'm here.
Look, I don't look, if you wanna snitch, snitch, but be quiet about it. You know what I
Real
mean?
talk.
Don't try to hide it with like, I mean, if you're trying to be a spy,
Yo,
see if your aura is such that no one will pick it up on you. Those are the effective spies. But if I can tell you're a tattletale and you literally are just an admin somewhere, but you're always just like floating around the office, just what y'all doing? Get out of here, HR lady in training. Get out of here.
real talk.
Get out of here. I don't like your aura.
Real talk, yo. You know who got y'all confused about tattletaling? In
Hmm.
my opinion, James Bond. Okay, y'all
What?
thought do I've had this theory for years. All right, people that are supposed to be tattletales and you're supposed to keep secrets.
Hmm.
They think they's James Bond, and I'm like, James Bond is a bad reflection of a super spy. He only handsome and they make movies about him, but he does everything to be seen. My man be like walking in, strutting,
Okay.
getting different weird drinks. Like his drink ain't what everybody else get. You know what I mean? No matter
It's
what the mission is, he makes
martini.
it. Yo, but shaking not stir. Who says this shit? It's just him.
Okay,
You know
he
what I mean?
does bring attention to himself,
That's what I'm saying.
absolutely, he is always land I feel like he always arrives places via parachute,
Yeah, like yo,
even when
and
it's
like you got a
pros.
mission. Why you got to try to bag the chick here?
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? There's other stuff to do, my G.
right,
But
yeah, that's true, that's
he
true.
makes it a point to be extra, and now
Mhm.
people think that being smooth and sly includes that. Nah, B, like that's the movie.
Okay. Oh,
You know
I
what I
see.
mean?
So, his extraness, which I guess he's really more of a diversion than anything, right? Like, I
Yeah.
never see him take any pictures with a tiny camera. Did he ever do that?
Now
Remember those
once,
little cameras on
real
the
talk,
TV shows that were like 3 inches and they just click and then push?
real talk.
Man, I
All his
never
gap is to hide the fact that you already caught him. Like he
Mm,
trying to get away. But
okay,
real talk,
okay.
he they didn't give him the like, yo, go get the shit target like technology. They said this is the get away because we know you sloppy technology. You
Oh,
know what I
wow.
mean?
I never really thought about it because, yeah, no, you definitely have a point that he is absolutely sloppy and not the way to be if you want to be
Yeah.
a spy.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, people think that that's how you're supposed to do it, and it's not.
Mm.
That's why they made a movie about him because they're like, even the people that like, if he was real, they're like, yo, I don't know how he keeps getting away with this shit. Like everybody know who he is. You know what I mean? Like the whole country knows his code name, and he's still a spy. Like that shit
Right.
crazy work.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. That's a
Mm-mm.
very good
Oh,
point.
and Chris Martin,
Yeah, what's your beef with Chris Martin?
he is not the rightful Chris Martin. Like to me, like DJ Premier
Okay.
is a more talented musician who
Wait.
started his career before him. His name is Chris Martin. And I don't
Okay.
like that this other Chris Martin gets kudos as the main Chris Martin when we already got a music Chris Martin.
Okay, we didn't already have a music Chris Martin. We had a premiere.
Who's Chris Martin?
Yeah, when I tell you Gastor, I enjoy music a great deal, right?
Right.
And I know a good bit about music,
Okay.
and I've been around for a while.
Agreed. Agreed.
When I tell you right now is the first time I've ever heard what DJ Premier's real name is.
What?
Yes, babe. So if I didn't know it,
What?
I'm pretty sure Gen Pop didn't know it. So
Yo.
when Coldplay Chris Martin came out, I don't think everyone was like, well, what's Premier gonna do? No one thought that.
I think.
And at any rate, we could just call him White Chris Martin. We support Michelle Williams and White Michelle Williams. Like, we can do it.
So
I
that I'm
think
on board with.
you
White
could-
Chris Martin, we could do.
But I don't think no one has ever referred to, in my general sense of just being in a music fan like I am, no one has ever I haven't heard anyone refer to Premier as Chris Martin. That's just a factoid. That's a blue link on Wikipedia, and that's all.
I'm just saying, it's because he didn't expect you had to protect that. You know
he
what I mean?
doesn't. He said Premier, and he closed the door on anything else. He gave it to his accountants, and he said anything that you deal with anything that comes in for me as Chris Martin. The rest of it, I am Premier.
So Jay-Z got to be like, oh yeah, there's a new rapper named Sean Carter. He cool just because he spells the S-E-A-R-N?
No, because he has incorporated his name in his various other things.
Okay.
So we know that he is, like his Twitter name was SC. Like, we know, he made sure we knew that his name is also Sean Carter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But Premier did not say Premier, aka or formerly known as Chris Martin. He didn't let us know that. He was Premier. He's always been Premier.
Primo, I'm fighting for you, okay?
That's the nickname. Like, as far as we know, his mama named him Premier, and we call him Primo. That's all, as far as we know.
I ain't on your side, Chris Martin, fake. Okay.
No.
I can't pump your joints.
I have not paid attention to Coldplay in some time. Quite a long time. But I tell you what, their second album,
yeah,
what, A Rush of Blood to the Head or something like that?
Yeah.
I revisited that one because my all-time favorite Coldplay song is on that. It's the first song on it. It's called Politic. And I was like, let me go ahead and go in private session, which I think is how you need to listen to Coldplay from here on out, since we calling out people at Coldplay. And I listened to that one, and I just let it ride. That shit is banger on banger on banger. First 5 songs, I was like, God damn, this is literally what the radio was. Oh, I forgot like how. And I've seen Coldplay twice, actually, for their first album and their second album. But the tour for the second album, it was in not a big space in Atlanta, and they brought out Elton John. So this was back when Elton John was still living in Atlanta. And I was like, oh wow, I never thought I'd see Elton John like in person before he came out and did one of their songs. And I was like, that's kind of neat. I got to see Elton John in person. I mean, cut to like 5 years later where I'm ringing him up at Barnes and Noble. It's a little different, but you know. So thank you for that. I like Chris Martin, Coldplay Chris Martin.
I can't go that far. I'm gonna let him slide as White Chris Martin. I am still repping DJ Premier all day.
No one is putting them together but you.
That's all that we need. That's how the fight starts, okay?
Oh,
I tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
DJ Premier has never broken up a marriage, okay? Okay?
Hey,
Chris Martin has.
Chris Martin, we don't know that DJ Premier has never broken up a marriage.
From the ones and twos?
Not
my man scratching.
Musically, honestly, yeah, we really don't know. We really don't know. I'm not gonna put that on him. The power of song placement, I'm not gonna put that on him.
Primo has brought hearts together.
I'm willing to bet plenty of couples have broken up while he was spinning.
Shouts to the wholesome DJ Premier. You know what I mean? I hope you play my renewal of my vows, okay?
Oh,
that's how I see it. All right?
Real
talk. Also, I clearly don't know much about like rock or that. I'm so hip hop. Like
yeah, you are. You are.
Talk. I'm gonna be super like vulnerable here. I confuse. I don't know what any of the members look like at all of any of these groups. Like any group.
Okay.
Like I use like cues like how old the picture looks. But like real talk, like Eagles, Beatles,
Oh, okay. Sure,
Coldplay,
yes.
Arcade Fire, all the
Okay,
same band.
wow, hold on. You
Real talk.
literally spanned
I, I
decades
I
with
cannot
those.
stress, if you like put the right filter, they are the
Said
same band to me, my G.
Beatles, Eagles, Coldplay, Arcade Fire.
I'm not saying musically. I'm saying
No, but
I
I
don't
mean, like,
know
I
what they
don't
look like.
know. That literally is like a 40-year span.
I just know they talented white folk, like props. And
Okay.
if I hear a song, I'm like, oh, that's hard. I like Arcade Fire songs.
Okay.
I don't know which ones, and I don't know what they look like when they singing it.
Oh,
But
wow.
I've heard the Arcade Fire song. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
All
You know what I
right.
mean? I wonder which of these 90 bands whose names I've heard of sings it. You know?
Mm.
But I've never seen like a video.
Mhm.
I've never seen like a show. Never. They are like real talk. You could like that might have been like the first sign to me that AI could work. Cause like it could have
Because you
been an AI made song, and I'd be like, "Wow, that's cool."
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, this is great. I just came up with this or that things for us for our Patreon, for any of our Patreon listeners. If you haven't joined our Patreon, you should, because we've been playing a game called This or That, which has basically turned into all of the troops and correspondents are trying to check Shalewa's R&B status and movies. Why don't this bitch like movies? That's basically what it's come down to.
Yeah, they want to know. I can't fight it. Real talk.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm sure there are at least 7 of you listening who know something about rock music, and now that you are telling me that you think you like an Arcade Fire song, I'm like, I don't even know how that got to you, but okay, all
Real
right.
talk.
So I'll put together I'll put together this or that. You
Just
should
know
join
that.
you should join our Patreon, if only to hear a struggle.
Real talk. Yeah, it's gonna be rough when my episode turns on that. You're gonna need to have audio examples because like the titles of the songs will not be enough. I'm gonna tell you.
I'll sing them. I'm gonna
Real
sing
talk.
snippets of songs, and I'm gonna see if you can guess them. Oh boy!
In other news, Sauce Boss, the rodeo bull, becomes the latest U.S. animal escape artist. That's
What, a
right.
rodeo bull? I don't know how this escaped me. Oh, I'm
Yo.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Animals have proven themselves to be escape artists of late in the U.S. and have included a terrier and nearly 4 dozen monkeys. Okay. Now a rodeo bull reportedly referred to by the name Sauce Boss and Twinkle Toes. Okay, I can see how he got away. Can join their ranks after breaking free from his handlers and spending 4 days at large. The bull in question was being unloaded in preparation for the Snowmass Village in Colorado rodeo on July 2nd when he somehow got away. Local police chief Brian Olson told the local Times. Olson suspected the creature found and forced his way through a gap in the fencing that was being used during the unloading.
I think he put on a pair of Groucho Marx glasses and just walked out that way. I think he put on an oversized Gucci Man T-shirt and, and some Groucho Marx glasses, and that's how. And he slipped out that way.
Oh man,
In
I
a
love
pair
this.
of baggy jeans. I think that's how we did it.
Sauce Boss is such a fire name, by the way. Also said the bull came in and out of view while remaining in the brush in the coming days. Local homeowner CBS Colorado, the Cowboys roped the bull at one point during the animal's absconces, but as it rained heavily, he managed to slip away. My man got away twice.
Oh, wow.
The bull on Sunday then did make himself visible for a longer period than had been usual and let the Cowboys working for his owner approach him. Also said that when that was when the bovine's owner Cowboys finally caught him and they began planning on how to soon make his debut at the rodeo.
Wait, he let them approach, though.
Yeah, he was
He
like, all
was
right,
done.
real talk.
He was done. He was like, "All right, I've had my little adventure.
No.
Come get me. I hope. Let me take these glasses off. Come get me.
Oh
Here I
no.
am." And they're like, "Yeah, we see you. We see
yo,
you."
yo, that'd be ill if like rodeo bulls see us like their kids. You know what I mean? Look at this idiot hiding behind the freaking curtain. Fine. Hey, you got me. Here I am.
I think so. That may be the case here.
My man said, y'all been playing hide and go seek. I'm starving. I've been over here 4 days waiting for you to find me. You know what I mean? I've been there,
Wow.
Sauce Boss. I've been there, my G.
Yeah,
Real
well,
talk.
yeah, don't call him Twinkle Toes and then be surprised when he splits.
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay. This kind of reminds me of what I learned in the what was the Michael Jordan doc? Something Dance, The Last Dance?
Yeah, The Last Dance.
When they would talk about how Dennis Rodman would just disappear,
Yeah.
but then show up on game day,
Yup.
and they were just like, "You just gotta let him do this?"
Yeah, you gotta do his thing.
So I now amend the T-shirt to an oversized Dennis Rodman T-shirt
Ooh.
that this bull had on, but still baggy jeans because it
Yo.
was the time. But I think that is what Sauce Boss was doing. I think he needs to go out. He needs to feel the energy
Yeah.
of the town, and then he's like, "Okay, I see what this town is about. Let me go on and do this rodeo right quick."
Shot. I'm inspired here. I gotta see. First of all, do animals have spirit humans?
I mean, no one's ever asked, have they?
Real talk.
We're so conceited
Yo.
that we assume we're the ones with the I feel like um yeah, there's some sort of bond because
Yeah.
there are some animals who enjoy dealing with humans more than others, even like in the wild, like who that aren't immediately like, I'm going to destroy you or eat you or
Right.
whatever, which is kind of what I thought. I thought once an animal saw a human, they were just like, get him. But that may not be the case. So there may be something there. Um, so I don't know. Well, yeah,
Yo.
we've never asked them. But
Real talk. We
I
got to.
bet I yeah, that's my theory.
And I'm
Dennis
curious
Rodman.
if there is if this is the bull equivalent of Dennis Rodman,
Mhm.
if there is a cow equivalent of Carmen Electra.
Oh, you mean is there a sexy cow that once was with
Yeah.
Prince? Yeah, I'm
Real
pretty
talk.
sure. I'm pretty
Yo.
sure there was a sexy cow that put out one album. I guarantee there were plenty of
Oh yeah, yo. Check out the new cow Baywatch. You know, see Carmen
That's right, she
Electra.
was on that. I'm trying to think what else did she do? Did she date the guy who was the guy who hosted the rock and jock stuff on MTV? Dan something.
I don't know.
Oh gosh. He was a real I don't wanna say himbo, but that's what he was. Um, MTV,
I want to say she was
Dan
Scary Movie.
Cortez.
Okay.
Let me see. Was he with Carmen Electra? Somebody help me out here. You guys, am I making this up? Oh boy.
You got an alternate reality over there, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Carmen Electra. I mean,
I know her for Dennis Rodman. I know her she was in Baywatch.
right.
I know her from like really squiggly Playboy pictures that I downloaded.
Okay, sure.
Um
Well, they both were on, MTV at the same time.
okay.
So he hosted, like, MTV Sports and, like, any of their rock and jock tournaments or games, and, I guess she hosted Singled Out,
Huh.
like, after because I think Jenny McCarthy was the first host of Singled Out, and
Right.
then she replaced him or something.
Oh, look
Ooh,
at
I'm the same age as Carmen Electra. Ooh, y'all sit in that for a minute.
that.
Yo, Carmen Electra's going through menopause. Go on and wallow in that for a hot
Yo.
second.
Oh man. Carmen.
But my question, I mean, my answer still stands. There are definitely sexy cows
Oh
out
yeah,
there
yo.
for Twinkle Toes to get into some mess over a fucking craps table
Shouts to
in
Twinkle Toes,
Reno.
yo.
Maybe that's it. Maybe Twinkle Toes went to gamble.
Yo, real talk. That's not bad. Yeah.
You know?
He's like, yo, like it's a place my family used to work at, a horseshoe. You know what I mean?
But he can't bet on himself because then he'll never make it into the Hall of Fame. That's just important. I think that's. I mean, yeah. Anywho, we could quibble about this for hours.
In other news,
Okay.
the word is out. That's right. Me, Shalewa and I did this. Is the secret's exposed. Okay.
All right.
Truth is, we are the buyers of the Fyre Festival brand. That's right. Shalewa and I put all our chips together.
I
Nah,
wish I had enough chips to come up with half of what it cost for the Fyre Festival.
Billy McFarland sells the Fyre Festival brand rights on eBay for $245,300.
He
right.
sold it on eBay?
eBay. It was
So
listed.
we could have gotten him.
Real talk. Like, this could have been us. You know what I mean? Rebrand the whole shit, Sha. This could have been it right here.
Honestly, if I'm in charge of the Fyre Fest, it's going down like that every time. Every year.
It should be like shitty.
Like
now.
it should be bad. Like now this is what it is.
This is the
no,
brand.
We're not going to try to improve on it. You getting half a cheese sandwich and a wet nap. That's what you're getting. That is dinner. And no one's coming to perform.
But there will be names on the flyer. No worries.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Special invited guest.
We got a whole day dedicated to Chris Martin's. You know what I mean?
I can't even believe that you don't like the Coldplay kid. Remember when he was the favorite white guy of black people for a year? Because
I always thought that was the dude. What's the group that collab? Is that the same group that collabed with Jay-Z? Coldplay?
Well, Jay-Z is one of the reasons why
we know them.
Why? Maybe no, you know them because when I say, like I said, that second album, them songs were everywhere, so you couldn't escape them no matter what hood you were in. But yes, like Beyonce loves Chris Martin. There's so many pictures of the two of them just chilling and hanging out, and he may have. I don't know if he was on a Jay-Z record. He was on Kanye records though.
No, I'm thinking of Linkin Park.
You're thinking of Linkin Park, where Jay-Z and where they did their medleys together.
Right.
I heard the encore one recently. It still hits. It still slaps, I dare say. But no, not that. There was a time.
I remember like Chris Martin was on like a Kanye joint. Now that you say that,
yes, he was. He was on like, what was it called? Homecoming.
Yeah, I think the second album, the Late Registration. I don't know. I remember the song. You might be right.
Not Late Registration.
No,
that was the favorite white guy before that, who was Adam Levine from Maroon 5. Look, I don't want to
I know what he looks like.
Okay, that's good.
You know what I mean? I don't know what the rest of the group does, but I know him.
Yeah, no, that's by design. They definitely planned it like that. And then before that was John Mayer. There was a time where John Mayer was the hood's favorite white guy, and then he messed up. And I don't even want to go into that because we have other things to do. We literally have to go on trips, and I will be here for days talking about that. So, I'm
thinking of I thought the dude I was thinking of was there's a white dude that sings like "Where I Belong" or "Somewhere I Belong." The main screaming dude on that hook.
On what hook?
On
what song?
Linkin Park.
Who?
They have a dude
Chester?
that like sounds like he's screaming.
Yeah, Chester. R.I.P. Chester.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he was not. No.
He never got to that place?
No. Because he screamed. And you got to sing you got to hit falsettos in order to be the hood's favorite white guy.
No, that's fair.
So that's why it, Chris Martin can hit a high note. Timberlake can hit a high note. The dude from Maroon 5 can hit a high note. John Mayer was funny. So like he doesn't hit high notes, but he can play. He plays real nice, and he was funny. And that's all. I can't even begin to get into that again. But that's how we picked our favorite.
Oh,
That's how those were picked for us. But
real
no,
talk. See,
whatever
real, side,
he was on whatever the Kanye song was about being home again. Now I'm coming home again or something. He's the guy
ah,
singing
that's
that
him?
hook. Yeah.
Yo, he's dope.
S-
Oh, okay.
I see.
See, but like to me, like all of those people are the same white dude.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's
I
I
thought
know
there
it.
was just like one white dude for like 30 years. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
yo,
Yeah,
we
I
need you for
mean,
that
right.
hook.
It started out as Daryl Hall and it ended up as Justin Bieber.
Ah,
That's where we are now. But or that
yeah.
Tommy guy who sings that. I love that guy, whoever that guy is, who I don't.
Ah,
Anywho,
I like the new dude for me is John Bellion, I think it is. He does like he did a bunch of musical writing for Kanye and a bunch of people. Now he's putting out his own songs.
oh, I don't know that guy. I don't think.
Yeah, he got a dope song. Father Figure is out now. And I like, oh,
Okay.
you should like sing on like a bunch of rap songs. And he's like, yeah, like I did all that already.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. The climate was such that we weren't trying to hear from we weren't really picking out a favorite white guy anymore.
Real
Yeah. White
talk.
guys lost that too. It
They
was
lost
real
it.
so hard for white guys there for a few years. They were no
It,
longer
it was tough. Real talk.
it
Like
was
it was
so
weird. It's
hard
like,
for them.
yeah, yo,
Uh,
they had a moment. Oh man,
oh
welcome
boy.
back to the game, white guys. That's what's up,
Wow.
man.
Congrats. Oh
Real talk,
yeah.
man.
Oh my god.
In other news, paranormal investigator died suddenly, aged 54, while touring the U.S. with the infamous Annabelle doll. Whoa!
Hold on, what?
A
Wait,
paranormal investigator has suddenly died while touring the country with an infamous and allegedly haunted Annabelle doll. Dan Rivera, a U.S.
that's
Army
what you
veteran,
get.
yo, for real, be like this
You
kind of sound
can't be
like your
going on
fault.
tour with a didn't they make movies about this kind of shit?
They going to, I tell you that.
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
Real talk. He was he's from Bridgeport, Connecticut, was known for uncovering ghostly goings,
Mhm.
and having appeared as a paranormal investigator on Travel Channel's Most Haunted Places. The 54-year-old also worked as a producer on shows like Netflix 28 Days Haunted.
Netflix
Tragically,
had a show called 28 Days No, I don't have no idea what's on Netflix anymore.
at
Continue.
all.
No
Real talk.
clue.
Tragically, the authorities have now confirmed the investigator died suddenly on Sunday while touring with the supposedly demonic doll Annabelle. Rivera was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, as part of his sold out and controversial Devils on the Run tour, which saw him and other members of his group, New England Society for Psychic Research, bring the doll across the U.S. I got to tell you, I can't tell if this is a rock band he's in or if he talks about his research. Am I bugging it? Did that just not sound like the hardest rollout ever?
Yeah, the rollout of a new movie. That's what it sounds like.
Yo, Devils on
Okay.
the Run tour. That shit sound crazy.
Yeah, well, it turns out. Um, okay, so wait, after wrapping up the last stop on the tour in Gettysburg, emergency services scrambled to his hotel at just around 8 p.m. on Sunday for a report of a CPR in progress. Despite the best efforts of paramedics, the father of four passed away at the scene. Let me find out about this doll though. Um,
Yo,
his Oh wow, okay. Star and lead investigator, Rivera attracted visitors far and wide through his footage on social media and TikTok that amassed millions of views with particular interest into ghost hunts and this creepy doll. And so I'm trying to find out about this doll. Okay, this
the
Raggedy Ann doll was allegedly tied to a series of hauntings in 1970 after falling into the care of a Connecticut nursing student called Donna. She and her roommate said claimed it started moving around the room on its own and leaving them sinister notes.
mm,
Um, okay, they said the doll could physically move, follow people, and act maliciously, like causing a car crash. What? So this doll and stabbing a police officer.
yo,
Another psychic medium said the doll had become possessed by the spirit of a dead 6-year-old girl called Annabelle. Got it. And the Warrens were convinced it was actually possessed by a demon that was looking to move to a human host. Um, well, first of all, RIP to this fella Dan
Yeah, real
Rivera.
talk, man. Like,
That's rough. Um, and also, our be easy, Raggedy Ann. It is not the time to
yo,
be out here on these streets right now because people think that you are
you did it.
that you in general, uh, that you're haunted and not that you were just the vessel. This is if there's anything I could say to everybody, Raggedy Ann was just the vessel.
Yeah, yo.
Don't like don't don't knock her down. Knock down Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Annabelle's the one you got beef with. Raggedy Ann, she just out here with her brother Raggedy Andy. They just looking for work or a place to live or snacks or something. I can't remember what their deal was, but like, don't put it. They were just the vessel. Who among us?
Mm,
Like just wrong place, wrong time in this
that's it.
case.
She didn't do anything,
But
yo.
also, I think a lesson you should learn is don't take a haunted doll on tour.
Real talk.
Let that be a funny story maybe for friends, and just the one story. Don't put her on your goddamn TikTok. Why would you do that?
Real talk.
Oh, the people. The
It,
people.
yo, I will say, um, this is what I thought white guys did when they weren't singing those choruses. I thought this is their specialty. They find things.
They do love haunted things.
Real talk. They see haunted things and they're like, oh, we got to tour with this. Real talk.
You
It
know,
brought out all of his best creative energy. Like that's the first time I saw a tour name that I'm like, I wish that was our tour. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
never there's no way in hell I would let you call our tour something with devil in it. I'm not even like a spooky kind of person like that. Like but we ain't devils. Don't need
Real
calling
talk.
that on us. As I get older, I see now, like, I mean, if we can avoid it, maybe let's not
Yeah, real
invite
talk.
the undead. If we can avoid it, if there's a
Yeah.
way.
If you would like to not bother the undead as little as Sha does, all right? We don't do that.
Yeah, we
Leave them
don't
dudes
do it.
alone. They chilling. They live the life. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is like subscribe to the show, baby. If you were Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars, you like the show, but you also like problems. We're not about that. Go be an HR lady. Okay. 5 stars, you like the show, you don't like drama,
Hmm.
but you do like they listening to it. That's what we do. We just talk about it, but we stay far fuck away from
Far away.
far away. Never seen a Raggedy Ann doll until this article. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of young people haven't. So now they're all out there like they see Raggedy Ann, they're like, "Ooh, it's Annabelle," and it's like, "Nah, bitch, that's Raggedy Ann. Annabelle's the new one.
Real talk, man. She ain't do
Annabelle's the Gen Z in this situation. Raggedy Ann been out here doing it for years,
Real talk, man.
eons.
Leave that lady alone, man.
Leave
She
her
had both.
alone."
You know what I mean? All she did was try to be a toy to you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? In simple times.
she ain't even that raggedy. That dress
Yeah.
that it's all torn up like that, Balenciaga. How about
Real
that?
talk.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Go thrift that shit. $400.
Try and find it yourself. You can't.
You can't.
You
One to
can't.
one. You know what I mean? You got any articles you want us to cover? Please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo or at Gastor Almonte. Shout outs this week to the Realist 23. With all that said, I'm never letting this go. You're not the real Chris Martin, okay? Gastor Almonte, okay? With the
Oh,
Chris
wait.
Martin. Oh, what's
Wait,
up?
yes, a Chris Martin apologist. Yes, sorry,
Yes.
sorry, sorry. I feel like I should say, okay, what's today? Thursday,
All right. Yeah, we
the
should say that.
24th? Okay, so, if you
Yes, and
are
it's not. It's like the 31st.
is when this is coming out?
Oh no, you're right. I think it is 24. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, okay.
24.
So, if you are in Atlanta, the 24th, 25th, 26th, um you should get a ticket to see Dulce Sloan at the Laughing Skull,
Oh, hell yeah.
and the reason you should do that is because I'm, featuring for her.
Boom.
So, I will be at the Laughing Skull, Thursday the 24th, Friday the 25th, Saturday the 26th. Like 6 shows in all. Yeah, 6 shows total. Um, and you should get a ticket and you should come see me. And you should come up to me afterwards and go, I'm a troop and or correspondent, something like that. I'm trying to get a gauge as to if anyone even knows who I am in Atlanta, where I started. Because so much is out of Atlanta, and I was all in the cracks, and I was like, no, me too. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And I haven't had a chance to do the skull in a very long time, and neither is Dulce. So this is quite a homecoming, if I could quote Chris Martin. Um,
Mm-mm.
so
Dirty.
yeah, so just go ahead and just get your ticket now while you're listening to this. And if it's your area, the Metro Atlanta area. And yes, I'm including you, Chattanooga. You count. That's only 2 hours away. That counts. That counts.
You heard it here first. All right. Come out, Dulce Sloan featuring Shalewa Sharpe. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 24th, 25th, 26th of July at Laughing Skull, ATL Shorty. Homecoming for Shy. I won't reference that song. I'm over here Googling to see if there's a DJ Premier Gangstar equivalent, but I can't find one right this second. But regardless, he is the better Chris Martin.
He's just a different Chris Martin.
Better Chris Martin.
Okay.
This has been admittedly like a disagreeing episode of the War Report.
Oh boy.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.